Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. Righto champions, it's weekly vendor reset time. There's no server maintenance this week, so you can keep farming, raiding, and doing your thing in the DZ. Firstly, welcome back to all you amazing subscribers, and if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, you know what to do, pull your finger out and give that sub button a click. And while you're there, engage with this video. A like, a share, a comment, it all helps with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. Doing all this stuff is going to help the channel and our amazing community grow. And don't forget to check me out on all my other socials, including Twitch, Discord, Facebook, the works. All the links are in the description. Righto champions, a quick apology for missing last week's vendor resets. Me and Mrs. Plum went away for a little bit of a honeymoon and a family trip. But we're back now and it's vendor business as usual.
I'm back, baby!
So before we check out the gear at the vendors, let's see what's cracking in Division 2 this week. Mitchell League has begun. League events are super easy and running the timed missions over both weeks will get it done pretty easily. All the missions associated with this league, they're pretty fast and easy to do, so nearly everyone should be able to complete this. But if you are struggling on what builds to use for these league speedruns, comment below and I can share a few of my own. Or if you'd like me to do some refresher or updated videos, let me know. And help me help you by staying up to date with everything Division related. Follow me everywhere, the links are in the description. So that's what's happening in Div 2 this week. Righto then, the vendors have now reset and I've done my usual whip around. Now this week's vendors, they're not overly amazing, but there are a few items that might just pique your interest. Look, I get it, full length vendor reset videos aren't for everyone. Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. I do a 60-second vendor recap short. Subscribe to the channel and check out my YouTube Shorts tab every week. But for this video, we're going to quickly go over my top picks for the week and then we're going to have the full overview at the end. Do keep in mind that the items that I mention might not be everyone's cup of tea, because we all know what the vendors are like.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
As always, I'm your no fuss vendor reset guy that's not going to fuck around and bullshit you or waste your time, so let's jump in and check it all out so you can get back to gaming. Kicking things off this week, we're going to start at the countdown vendor where we've got the Baker's Dozen, the Henry and the Harmony. All the rolls on the guns are pretty average, but they are easy to work with. If you want any of these items, make sure you swing by your countdown vendor, but do bring your countdown credits. Heading on over to see Marco at the Haven where he's got a 9mm Vector with Optimist. Swap the health damage to targets out of cover, not a bad one. And the 612 here's got Pummel on it. That's an awesome talent, again, just roll on damage to targets out of cover, easy. Our old mate Roy next door's got an M870 Express with Sadist. Shotguns in PvP have made a little bit of a comeback over the last couple of weeks, so a gun like this is definitely worth having. Again, it's another one that you just want to roll damage to targets out of cover to. Your clan vendor this week's got a not too shabby Cherished. Solid armor, crit hit chance, and status effect. This combo works great with the talent, which is perfect trauma. Down the list, we've got a terrible looking YAAHL backpack. Plum, why are we talking about this one then? Well, what you can do is buy as many of these as you want, then deconstruct them and get YAAHL materials, so you can use them to craft the YAAHL pieces you actually need. And in the mod section, we've got an 11% protection from elites mod. 13% is the max, but they are really rare. So if you need a couple of these, pick them up. At the castle settlement, we've got a Night Watcher mask. It's got 127k armor, which is pretty decent, and you can swap that skill haste to whatever you want. Heading on down to DZ South, where we've got my interesting item of the week. A Providence Unbreakable chest piece with solid weapon damage and near max hazard protection. This is going to be perfect for a hazard protection headshot damage build. And the last stop this week is going to be to DZ East, where we've got the White Death. It's not the best rolled one that we've seen lately, but it's still okay. And down the list here, don't forget to check out this very nice and very versatile Seska holster. Near max weapon damage, but it's got max headshot damage. You could go a few different ways with this one, so I definitely think it's worth grabbing if you can afford it. Because remember champions, DZ vendor items cost DZ resources. And like it or not champions, those are my tasty pickle ticklers for this week. Look, there's probably plenty of other tasty items that I might have overlooked, so do make sure that you mention your top picks in the comments to help the rest of the community out. On screen now is today's targeted loot. Pause it, check it, and farm it. Make sure you do hang around and check out the full overview up next, and hey, if you spot a tasty buy for the week that I might have missed, mention it in the comments below to help everyone out. And like always, show your content creators your support, like, share, comment, and subscribe. All this kind of stuff really does help support myself and the channel. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, and I will catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.
You are the only one, only one, only one, only one. You are the only one, only one, only one, only one. Only one, only one, only one, only one, only one, only one. Only one, only one, only one.
I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. In between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you.
My soul only one. Only one, only one, 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 only one. Only one.